Hello guys, welcome to the current series of JMeter tutorial for beginners. In this video we're going to start with JMeter test script recorder, or you can say that how to record a test script in JMeter, right? So now what we need to do first is that we need to open JMeter, and this is our directory where we have installed JMeter. Simply run this apache jmeter.jar file, and after starting this file, in the meantime it starts, what we need to do is that we need to set the internet settings, right? The proxy settings. We discussed about it in the last video, right? So we'll be discussing it again. Simply open start menu and look for something that is internet options, right? This is the second option that you're getting. Just over here move to the connections tab, then LAN settings, then use this use a proxy server for your LAN, right? Click on advanced and check that all these three fields are filled. Click on OK, you're done. You have configured your browser to use these proxy settings, right? Next, starting the proxy server over here in the JMeter. So right click over the test plan, go to add the non-test elements, and then use the HTTPS test script recorder. The moment you add it, it will show up something like this. Let us just make it a full screen. Now here we would be specifying few things. First of all, the global port number. This is the same port number that was specified earlier as well. So internet options, right? So over here connections, you can see that this is the port number that I have specified already, 8888, right? Now this is done. We need to set a target controller, so we would be recording inside the HTTP test script recorder itself, right? Now there are this is not the only one thing that we do actually, right? If I browse the internet now, it would be browsed normally, say jmeter archive.org. We can go to this website, right? You are not connected, there is a problem, right? So let us just cross check once again, HTTP, and it is still giving me this prompt. Why? The reason is that I have specified the proxy settings, but did I start this HTTP test script recorder? If you notice something, I have not started it. I need to start it. The moment I click on start, it gives me a prompt, and I can click OK, and then I can move back to my browser and I can request the page. The moment I request this page, the requests are getting recorded. For example, here you can see that there are some requests which have got recorded, right? Now this means that whatever actions I perform on this page, for example, I would want to click here, right? Those actions are getting recorded, right? Which is a very good thing. Now there is a problem. Now what is the problem? The problem is that we are getting some unnecessary things as well. For example, I just wanted to open this jmeter-archive.org, and it is recording a lot of things. For example, this request status template name servlet.jtp and a lot of other things, right? Now we don't want these things. What needs to be done in this case so that we don't need to have all these unnecessary things included in our scenario, right? Can we do something? Actually, yes. So over here in the test script recorder, you can see that there is an option of request filtering. Now there is one thing that you can do immediately, that is you can exclude some say normal files. For example, if I click on this add suggested excludes, it automatically excludes the BMP files, the CSS files, JS files, GIF files, ICO, JPEG, JPG, PNG, SWF, WOFF and WOFF2. So there are some files, for example this PNG, right? It would be excluded now. Then this JTP, right? Now JTP is something that we need, so we won't be excluding it, but all the PNG files would be excluded now, right? Now let us do one thing. I have added those, and let us just go back and try clicking on some other link. So API REST load test, right? Now over here you would notice that the number of requests have decreased. Now we are at number 34. I'll click on some other link now, for example threaded, right? So it is giving me some view like this. Now if I go there, you can see that 35, then these are the say 34, right? So there are 5 requests only now. Earlier we used to get around 15 to 20 requests every time, right? Now this means that we can work with it and we can record the things that we need, right? Now there are other things as well. For example, suppose I'm recording something in this tab, and what happens that, say some other website, for example, my system starts requesting getfirefox.com, right? So .com. Now this is getting requested. The request would be recorded over here, for example this getfirefox.com, right? Now what needs to be done in this case, right? Now to avoid such things, first of all, make sure that you are using the only one browser. For example, if I do something, consider don't consider this part as a scenario. Suppose I'm recording on this browser. In the meantime, I have another browser where I'm browsing the normal internet. For example, here I would be requesting jmeter.apache.org, right? I'm requesting this page. Forget about the certificate issue right now, but over here you can see that this is also getting recorded, right? This is the request. Now, do we want this request? Is it needed for us? Actually, no, right? So here what we would be doing is we can specify something, we can do something so that we can record only things that we would want, right? What things we can do? So here what we can do is we can simply specify that the requests should come from this particular source only, right? As you can see that right now my system is requesting updates from Google, and a lot of things are getting requested here right now, right? So what needs to be done? Simply we need to do something over here in JMeter. Go to HTTP test script recorder and we would click on add, and what I'll do, I'll simply specify this thing over here, right? URL patterns to include, right? Now wherever we have jmeter-archive.org, that would be included only, right? So over here, if I refresh something, if I do something over here, for example, if I go to this user's profile, that would be recorded here, right? You can see that somewhere over here his profile has been recorded, this request. Okay, going back to this, then we can click on JMeter once again. So it will be recording few other things. Let us just do one thing. Let us just go to this not able to download PDF, right? You can see that there are few things recorded now, and those things would be added here. Okay, so now this is how you can work with it. You can say record the things the way you need, right? And over here you can filter out the things as well. So suppose now I don't want this filter to be there, so I can delete this filter as well. No issues in this. Next thing is, suppose you are doing something. If you notice something on your screen, there is a small window which cannot be closed, right? What is the use of this window? So over here, suppose I'm going to JMeter user, right? I can specify the name over here, say JMeter user, right? I specified a name. I'll click on this, and now there would be a sample with the name JMeter user. Okay, why it is not showing up here? Let us just say cross check it once again. Might be the repeated page has been loaded. Okay, so let us just say do one thing. I'll type something that is, say HTTP2, right? I specified this. I'll click on HTTP2 over here. Now the page is loading. It will be taking a little bit time, and you can see that HTTP2 is the now starting of this particular sample, right? Now these are the samples which are getting recorded. Okay, so this is how you can record a script, and this is how you can filter out things. This is how you can start the say you can specify the prefixes, right? Now if you want to stop the recording, you can simply click on the stop button. This will immediately stop the recording. Now you can not browse the internet until or unless you remove the proxy settings. Question is, how would you be able to remove those proxy settings? So go to internet options once again. Then here in the connections tab, go to LAN settings. Then uncheck this option, click on OK, and you're good to go once again. As you can see that the page has been loaded once again, right? So this is how we can work with it, and this is how you can remove the proxy settings whenever they are not needed, right? Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, guys. So please don't forget to subscribe. You can go to our page and you can simply click on subscribe button like this, and you can hit on this bell icon as well. Thank you. See you in the next video.